Hi everybody, and welcome back to another short video. I saw this comment here and wanted to talk to you about it. It's from Nigel Farage, and he makes the point that he believes that Boris Johnson is making a big mistake not scrapping the BBC licence. And as Nigel says, Johnson's review was a chance for a full-scale assault on this out-of-date institution, yet he has suddenly gone quiet. Showing a cowardice which has become his hallmark, it seems he has chosen to duck the BBC issue altogether. Well, I sort of agree with Nigel Farage in this point. Certainly not scrapping the BBC licence is a huge mistake. The BBC does need to be entirely defunded. And Nigel is also right to remind us that, for example, this was back in December 2019, before Boris went dark on us. He stated that he was looking at abolishing the TV licence. So in December 2019, Boris was looking at abolishing the TV licence. And then in February 2021, the government confirms the TV licence to rise in line with inflation. So from the 1st of April of this year, the cost of the BBC television licence will go up to £159 per annum. Now, of course, the thing that's become very, very apparent in the past year, just over a year and a bit, is that Boris is entirely reliant on the BBC to help prop up his regime. So it's absolutely imperative to him that the so-called national broadcaster can pump out COVID fear 24/7, which it pretty much does. It's very important to him that there's no critical examination of the strategies of the government, of how the government has impacted on our lives and our jobs, on our unemployment, and every facet of life. It's very important that the BBC in particular does not confront the government. And so I believe that it is a marriage of convenience. The BBC wants its grotesque annual budget. It wants that huge sum that it raises through the license tax. It wants that to continue to propagate its anti-British narrative and its globalist agenda. So that's what the BBC wants. And Boris wants the same. So you can see that there's absolutely no way that the BBC is going to ever be defunded by Boris Johnson. In fact, the funding levels have increased. Now, it's interesting because if you look at viewing figures for the BBC, certainly for some programs in particular, they've collapsed. You just check out what question time viewing figures are in 2021 versus back in 2019. And yet the budget for that program is fundamentally the same. Why is that the same? Although I believe the viewing figures have gone back by about 80%. So you would think, okay, viewing figures are back 80%, so we have to scale the budget back by about 80%. That would make sense in a normal world. But in the BBC taxpayer license funded world, there's no problem. There's absolutely no problem whatsoever. So the BBC continues to get its 3.7 billion a year, which it spends in, and that funds a lot of Marxism. It funds a lot of greenism, and it funds a lot of globalism. So Boris Johnson and the BBC co-joined at the hip, and that's how it's going to stay. Until we remove Boris Johnson from Downing Street, we have no chance of ever dealing with the plague, the digital plague that is the BBC. Well, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you can, and if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to my brand new YouTube channel in the links below. That's where you'll find fresh content from me on a regular basis, which cannot unfortunately be put up here on YouTube. So your choice. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak soon.